Hey guys, and welcome back to Working Aussies Homestead. My name is Jordan, and Josh is back behind me milking one of our goats in our barn that we built ourselves. So without further ado, let's get started and go over our budget. So I thought this would be a great place to talk about this month's budget, talking about November, all the exciting things we have planned for the coming month, and talk about how October went for us. Now, if you did not get a chance to watch last month's budget video, go ahead and check it out right up here. And if you have watched it, thank you so much for tuning back in today. I'm excited for you to be here, and I'm excited to share with you how the month of October ended up making a come through for us. So we're gonna head on into our Every Dollar budgeting app. If you guys are not familiar with this app, I highly suggest checking it out. It is a free app you can have on your phone. You can also go on to their website, everydollar.com. You can do it on a desktop computer. So we've been using this app for over 3 years and we absolutely love it. We'll also leave a link for it down below in the description. If you also have not heard of Dave Ramsey, go check out Ramsey Solutions as well. We'll have the website link down below. So let's go into our October budget. Now, if you guys watched last month's budget, or if you didn't, we were looking at over $600 in the negative. And this is where I talked about how we really pray that if we are where we're supposed to be, doing what we're supposed to be doing, that God will find a way for us. And let me tell you guys, I wept a few times this past month because after we released our budget video in the middle of October, we received an anonymous gift through PayPal from one of you guys, Wild Alaskan Homestead. And I just wanted to give a shout out. Thank you so much. It means so much and answers so many prayers for us to see that support. And man, just thank you so much, guys. We truly appreciate it, and we were blessed by you guys monetarily, and so I just wanted to thank you. Another thing that happened this month, we did not meet either of our goals for income. However, I did end up boarding a dog for a little bit longer. In addition to that same day, Josh found $45 in a pair of jeans that he hasn't worn for a few months. So that's a win-win, free money, right? Let's just hope it's all a part of it. We also received our money from YouTube for the past few months, which was awesome. I also had money in a cash app that I had not transferred over for the past few months. So we went ahead and counted it for this month. And then the day that we had our last check from work hit the accounts, an extra $893 hit the account from North Carolina unemployment. I was really confused because we haven't been filing for unemployment now that we're both working full time. And so I went in and I logged in, and it was backlog money for Josh from May of last year. I'm just here to tell you guys that he answers prayers like nobody else. And that truly blesses us and ignites our passion for what we're doing when God shows us that this is it. This is what we're supposed to be doing. This is what we're supposed to be sharing with the world, with you. I can't tell you how many times I cried this month just over being blessed the way that we have been. So looking at that, we were over $600 in the negative, and our budget today, October 30th, this video will come out on Monday the 1st, we have $337 extra, which means that God's got us. And if you're out there wondering if He answers prayers, or if you're in a time in your life where you don't think that God's there with you, I promise He is. There will be an answer for you. It might not be the one you're expecting, but He answers. And He is so good. So going back through the budget, now that we've talked about the income and being blessed, you know, all of our expenses were the same. We were a little under groceries, which was awesome. We were a little over. We did on the go. Obviously, both of us traveled this month. So I traveled to Kentucky to pick up our new puppy, and Josh traveled up to Virginia. So we did have a little bit of food budget in there. Then gas, we spent almost $400 in gas. Insurance, the Corolla. Then our feed bill was under budget, which was awesome. We had Adobe in there, we had the banner, we had the t-shirts, we had food for the dogs, we had the ASEA, we had an eye doctor appointment for me, and then we had a couple other medical bills pop up, so unexpected, but because we were blessed and God answered our prayers, we were able to just go ahead and take care of those. So those are all in here, and let's head on over into November. I'm just gonna go up and tap on November. It's gonna ask me if I am ready to make my budget. I'm gonna say create, and then again, it's going to copy everything over, but I've got our little cheat sheet. We're gonna go through step by step and fix it. So for Starbucks, last month I did tell you guys we did get a raise, so I'm excited to see how that affects our budget this month. So we're gonna change this to 17. For me, we're gonna change it to 16. Dog training, we've got $450. I did get another client today actually, so I'm quite excited about that. I'm not going to have anything for boarding, but we will be watching a repeat boarding customer starting mid-November, but all the way through until Christmas. So I'm not going to count that in this month's budget since I won't be paid until in December. So that's going to be in there. I can take the gift out here. I can take YouTube out. I can take Cash App out. And then I do have an extra thing in here. I'm gonna change it. You ready for this, guys? Goat. There are some times where you have to make tough decisions on the homestead, and you have to decide an animal's fate. And for us, dairy goats are not a goat that we will end up harvesting for food to put in our freezer. And so when their time here is done, if they don't meet our criteria, then they move on to a new home. So one of our goats will be headed to a new home this month. As sad as it'll be to say goodbye, it's gonna be okay. And I think that Josh and I have just both come to the realization of we have to have some sort of line that we draw. If an animal here does not meet that standard, then we can't afford to continue feeding them because they're not going to be a pet. So once they have finished serving their purpose here, or they haven't served their purpose here, then they need to go somewhere else. One of our goats has not gotten pregnant, and we have had her for over a year now. So it's time for her to go find a new home. With that said, mortgage is still the same. Water is still going to be the same. Natural gas is the same. Electricity, I'm going to do this. I'm hoping I get the bill in the mail today. So I don't have the exact. We're going to do 28 for trash, 88 for phone. Storage unit is 125. For groceries, we're going to go down to 200. So this month we are actually going to be traveling and harvesting our own lamb. So if you guys watched our videos back in May, the little boy goat that we had born on our farm, we bartered with a family that's up near Boone, North Carolina, basically 3.5-4 hours away from here, and they raise grass-fed, grass-finished lamb. So we're gonna go up and learn how to process lamb and bring home our own lamb for the freezer. So we do not need to worry about meat, and we've got our fall garden planted. So I really think that all we would need to purchase in the month of November is just any additional things that we don't grow here, like olive oil or butter or toilet paper. That is down. We're gonna take out on the go stuff. Gas. Let's talk about gas prices, guys. It's insane. We're gonna take this down to $3.50 for gas. Insurance is still on there. I don't need to get the Corolla tags anymore, so I'm taking that off of there. Feed for the Homestead is $400, and we should be getting our new chicks in a few days. I'm super excited. I'm gonna take the banner and the t-shirts off here. All right, so I do have a little bit extra here. So we've got food, and it's vaccine month, so our dogs need to go and be updated on their vaccines, as well as we are going to neuter Pine. So that's gonna be $2.50. And then I'm gonna give something away here. I'm sure you guys will understand. So an additional $2.10 for some items. Then we have ASEA. I'm gonna take the eye doctor off, and Josh's loan is $311. And then I had another medical bill come through, $48.91. All right, and I can take this one off. So that leaves us with $293.47 left to budget. There were two items that we wrote down that I wasn't going to put into the budget until we figured out if it worked or not. So one of them, there's a part for a lamp that Josh wants to buy to fix an oil lamp that we have from his grandparents, and that's $20. The other thing is Ray and I went to a herding clinic, and there was a professional photographer there who took some photos, and I would love to buy some of the photos. So those are now in the budget under personal, and we still have $228.47 left. Now, if you guys are wondering what we are going to do with the extra $300 and some from last month and the extra $228 for this month, we are going to just put that back into our savings account. Again, we had several emergencies back in September, and so our emergency fund was completely wiped out. So that money is going to go strictly back into our savings account. We're not going to touch that. We're going to save it for a rainy day, and hopefully we don't have a rainy day soon. But that's where that is going. So now we've got this all set up. We are looking at $4,100 for income for the month of November, and I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm excited to see how this month plays out, and I'm looking forward to it. We've got a lot of work coming up. We're going to be working on a lot of projects around here still, and I just want you guys to know we are so thankful for you. We're so thankful and grateful that you guys are a part of our journey, that you're here for the ride, and that you guys cheer us on. We had so many nice comments on just our last video where we talked about planting our raised bed. We just appreciate it. You know, this life can be so lonely because we're kind of the weirdos out here. We have, 5 different types of animals that we raise for food and a garden, and it's hard to find people with the same mindset. And we just are so blessed by you guys who follow us and leave us comments and send us messages. Thank you so much for following. If you aren't already, go hit that subscribe button down below. And as one of our dear friends says, I bless you. Until next time. Bye, guys.